Oh, I didn't mean to tweet this. I'm not fat, y'all. I'm pregnant.
Nicki Minaj just dropped a bombshell that has her fans buzzing she's pregnant again. But here's the twist: unlike her first pregnancy, where she proudly showed off her baby bump, this time Nicki kept it under wraps. Sources say it wasn't her choice. Nicki's husband played a big role in keeping things low-key. Now, for weeks, fans have noticed something was up. Nicki, who's known for her active presence on social media, suddenly went quiet. No Instagram posts, no Twitter interactions, not even a peek at her on Clubhouse. Naturally, the speculation began: was she taking a break, working on new music, or could it be something more personal? Well, it turns out her absence wasn't just about stepping away, it was about protecting a secret.
But I want a cute little fat baby. Oh. I mean, not now, but one day I just want like a real cute fat baby.
Okay. What if it's not fat?
Then I don't want it.
It all started with a cryptic absence from social media that had fans scratching their heads what's going on with Nicki Minaj. The queen of the barbs, known for her lively interactions and bold online presence, suddenly vanished. It didn't take long for fans to connect the dots and speculate that something major was happening behind the scenes. And as it turns out, they were right. Nicki Minaj confirmed the rumors she's pregnant with her second child, but the way she addressed it added her signature touch of humor and charm. Nicki's initial reaction to the growing buzz: "I'm not fat, wa'all. I'm pregnant." This playful response was classic Nicki. Fans couldn't contain their excitement, flooding social media with congratulatory messages and support. A person commented, "Queen of surprises. Nicki always knows how to make an entrance." Another one added, "I screamed when I saw the announcement. Papa Bear is going to be the best big brother. However, this pregnancy reveal was different from the first." During her first pregnancy, Nicki embraced her baby bump and shared every milestone with her fans. This time, it was an inside source report, and her husband Kenneth Petty played a big role in keeping it that way. While Nicki wanted to share the news earlier, Kenneth insisted on keeping things private, citing personal reasons related to their past struggles with pregnancy. According to sources, the couple faced challenges trying for another child, including failed attempts and even a heartbreaking miscarriage. This time around, Kenneth wanted to wait until they were confident everything was going smoothly before going public. While some fans praised the couple for prioritizing their family's well-being, others couldn't help but wonder if Kenneth's influence was a bit too controlling.
We finally got a little tiny bitty moment from Papa Bear. And
To understand why Kenneth's influence over Nicki caused such a stir, let's rewind to how their love story began. Nicki and Kenneth first met as teenagers and shared a high school romance before going their separate ways. Fast forward to 2018, their paths crossed again, and it didn't take long for the two to rekindle their connection. By 2019, they were married, and in 2020, they welcomed their first child. But their relationship hasn't been without controversy. Kenneth Petty's history sparked backlash when the news of their relationship first broke. He is a registered level 2 sex offender in New York and has a record that includes a conviction for attempted rape in the first degree and manslaughter. Fans questioned why Nicki, a global superstar, would align herself with someone carrying such a heavy past. Nicki, however, has never run away from defending her husband. In an episode of her Queen Radio podcast, she addressed the backlash head-on, saying, "When a person is with a man that loved them before they had a dime in their pocket, how do you not understand that? How do you not understand happiness versus clout?" Her words highlighted her loyalty to Kenneth and her belief that their bond transcended his history. Despite Nicki's public defense, the backlash hasn't subsided. Critics have often linked Kenneth's past to some of the challenges Nicki has faced in her career and personal life, from legal battles to heated online debates. But this pregnancy news has reignited discussions about their dynamic, with fans split on whether Kenneth's protective nature is admirable or concerning.
Papa said me and Mama laughed at that. Papa, what you doing? Say hi.
So even with all the drama, Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty have made a life for themselves. Things got serious in October 2019 when Nicki shocked everyone by announcing they got married. It wasn't some big, flashy wedding. They kept it low-key with a courthouse ceremony. Nicki, who used to rap about wanting a Barbiekin wedding, made it clear that for her, love and commitment were what really mattered, not the show. Fast forward to September 2020, and they welcomed their first kid, who they lovingly call Papa Bear. Nicki couldn't contain her excitement about being a mom and shared sweet moments on Instagram, giving fans a peek into her new life. But of course, the haters came out, criticizing her marriage to Kenneth because of his past. Even their son wasn't safe from the trolls. People on social media can be brutal, and Nicki didn't hold back when she called out the negativity, standing up for her family and making it clear that no amount of online hate would ruin her happiness. Still, being in the public eye brought its own set of challenges. Kenneth's legal issues, like his recent house arrest for not registering as a sex offender in California, only added to the scrutiny. But through it all, Nicki has stuck by him, showing that family unity is her top priority. So why has Nicki been quiet this time around when she was so open during her first pregnancy? Well, sources say Kenneth played a big part in that decision. He encouraged her to take a break from social media, worried about her mental health during this sensitive time. This wasn't an easy choice. Their journey to expand their family hasn't been smooth sailing. They faced fertility issues and even went through a heartbreaking miscarriage before this pregnancy. These struggles brought them closer, and Kenneth became even more protective of Nicki and their baby. He thought keeping the pregnancy under wraps would help them avoid the stress and negativity that comes with being in the spotlight. While Nicki initially missed connecting with her fans, she eventually agreed that privacy was the best move for her family. This decision shows how much Nicki has evolved. She used to thrive on the buzz of social media, but now she's all about her family's peace over public approval. Fans have speculated this change comes from the tough lessons she learned after facing harsh criticism during her first pregnancy and marriage. Nicki has also hinted that this pregnancy feels more delicate because of her past experiences. She's grateful for her blessings, but also acknowledges the fear and pain that come with it. Kenneth's push for privacy wasn't just about keeping the outside world at bay, it was about creating a safe space for their growing family. As expected, the Barbs had a lot to say, and their reactions were all over the place, from super excited to a bit worried. Social media blew up with love and support for Nicki Minaj after the big news. Fans were celebrating her growing family, with tons of people sharing how much they admire her strength and journey. You could see comments like, "Nicki deserves all the happiness, congrats to the queen." "Ooh, and Papa Bear is getting a sibling." This is so exciting, popping up everywhere on Twitter and Instagram. The hashtag Nicki Minaj pregnant again was trending for hours, with fans making edits and videos to celebrate the moment. Some even went back to Nicki's old interviews and songs to find clues about her pregnancy, showing just how dedicated the Barbs really are. But not everyone was on board with the news. A lot of chatter was about Kenneth Petty. Some fans were worried about his influence on Nicki, pointing out that her recent social media silence felt less like a personal choice and more like something he was controlling. Comments like, "Nicki used to share everything with us, and now it feels like Kenneth is calling the shots. And I just hope Nicki's okay. She's been through so much," and this feels off showed the concern among fans. Some even wondered if Kenneth's push for privacy was really about protecting Nicki, or if it was a sign of him being controlling. This divide among fans isn't new. While the Barbs have always had Nicki's back, Kenneth's role in her life has been a hot topic. For some, he's a source of love and stability, while for others, his past and influence raise red flags. But it brings up a bigger question: was Kenneth really protecting his family, or was he being too controlling? Relationships can be tricky, and finding the right balance between privacy and independence is tough, especially when one person is a global superstar. On one hand, Kenneth wanting to keep things private could be seen as a genuine effort to shield Nicki from the constant public eye. Given their past struggles with fertility and the challenges Nicki faced during her first pregnancy, it makes sense that he'd want to create a safer space for their growing family. On the flip side, critics argue that this might have taken away Nicki's freedom. She's built her career on being herself, breaking barriers, and connecting with her fans. So her absence from social media during such a huge moment feels a bit off to many. Was this really what Nicki wanted, or was Kenneth's influence getting in the way? These questions show just how complicated their relationship is. Fans are debating whether Kenneth is being supportive or controlling. While some see him as a loving husband looking out for his family, others worry that it could be a sign of something more concerning. At the end of the day, only Nicki knows the full story. What's clear is that she cares for her family and is willing to make sacrifices for them. But what do you guys think? Was Kenneth right to prioritize privacy, or should Nicki have had the final say? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you think this was dramatic, wait until you hear what we're covering next. Stay tuned.